Hey guys, Apex here, and yeah, this video is as much of a test for my own sake as it is me just putting it out there for a little entertainment value. Most of you that know me know that I'm from Europe, more precisely Norway, so it doesn't make much sense that I'm playing on a North American server, but you have to blame my friends for that because the friends I play with or started playing Archeage with were the ones that picked the server. So we were all new to the game, of course. So I guess they didn't realize they picked North American servers, or they didn't understand what it would entail. Because new game, we didn't know if we were gonna stay or not. And here we are over 3 years later. And I gotta say that two things I really miss that I think would be better for us at a European server. One thing is the event times. Stuff like Luskas and Abyssal, and that's really late for us. Luskas starts at midnight for us, so if we're getting up early for school or work next day, sometimes we miss Luskas because of that. And something like Red Dragon and DGS and that stuff, no chance. That's at our 2 or 3 a.m. I think. So yeah, unless we're on vacation or something, we're not gonna see that. So that's pretty sucky. Another thing that I have been aware of this entire time, but I didn't see so much of it, or didn't feel it so much until I got to endgame, was the ping. I felt like all the skills I was using had a delay to them, before I could use them, so I installed a third-party program and to check the in-game ping, and yeah, the ping we have, or at least I have, on Conviction, which is what I'm playing now on NA, is roughly 250. Sometimes it goes a little lower, sometimes it goes a little higher, so I would say roughly 250. And in the start, we did mostly PvE, or we got ganked by the higher geared players, so we didn't really care that much. But when you get to endgame and you're PvPing and you're doing a lot of 1v1s and stuff, you definitely notice it. Like I wouldn't play on a Counter-Strike server that had 250 ping. That's just unplayable. So people ask me, how can you play with that ping? And some people don't believe me when I tell them I have a 250 ping. Like, no way, man. You'd lose every single duel with that. And yeah, I mean, it does skimp you in a fight for sure. I mean, every single skill you use has a delay to it. 250 ping, as far as I am aware, there's 1,000 in a second. So 250 means that it's 1/4 of a second, 25%. So every time I'm using a skill, it takes 1/4 of a second before that skill actually goes off. So that might not seem like much, but you'd be surprised. Like I said, I'd never play an FPS game with that high of a ping. And when I realized this was the case, we were kind of too geared to want to, get rid of our gear and reroll to Europe, so we just kept going. And it's playable, but yeah, I'd enjoy it more, of course, if I could have the good ping that I'm sure I would have on Europe. But the thing is, I've never actually tested the difference. I just know it would be better on Europe. I don't know how much better. So today I did a little testing. I made my first European tune. That's right, I've never had a European tune. Cause yeah, I don't wanna work too much in the game. I'm already working so much, just moving packs and partying and stuff. So I didn't want to do any more of that, you know, having to log on to NA to, even if it's just to process mats and stuff. I didn't want to do it. So I've not had a single European toon until now. So what I did was create one and level him up to level 10, because there were two skills I wanted to test specifically: Whirlwind Slash from Battle Rage and Endless Arrows from Archery. Because those two skills should show it pretty clearly, the ping you have. Like, I'll show you right now the ping. I'm sure you can see, you'll be able to see it. This is behind enemy lines. You'll see the delay between when the circle goes away, that's when I've clicked it, and when my toon actually goes for it. And I have now set it up so I have 95% attack speed, so only 5% reduced. I can be a little faster if I dual wield, but for this test I wanted to be as close to 100% as I could, and I couldn't manage to get 100%. I don't know what piece of gear I have that's doing it, but I don't know. So yeah, now watch as the circle goes away and see when my toon actually attacks the thing. See that? It's definitely, you know, you can see the delay. And if I were to use one of the other skills here now, let's say I wanted to use Tiger Strike. See, I have it on a keybind, but I'll just click it here so it becomes very apparent. I'm holding it in now. Now watch me let go of it. Watch the icon when it goes up. You can definitely see there's a delay there. And again with behind enemy lines, see when the circle goes away. See that? And it's the same with the gliders, the potions, the skills, everything. Everything we do here has a 1/4 of a second's delay. So whatever we choose to do, we have to kind of think ahead, like, do I want to use this skill? Like, my opponent is coming in here and I need to use it on him, and I have to aim ahead because I know the skill will go off slightly after I've clicked it. So in a tight fight, you know, and it's especially annoying when you're pinned down and you have shrug it off and you see it light up, so you see you can use it, but you're spamming the fucking button, but it doesn't go off because that ping is enough for you to be stunned or CC'd further, and it doesn't go through anymore. I think the delay here is pretty apparent. But what I wanted to test it with was Endless Arrows and Whirlwind Slash here, because those two skills are like, you know, you can use up to 3 of them, so you'll see how many, or, you know, continuously, so you'll get to see the difference. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna use 3 Whirlwind, and then I'm gonna shoot a bunch of arrows until Whirlwind is off cooldown again. Do that a couple of times, and then I'm gonna lay it over, or rather lay the other recording over it, so you can see what it looks like for me on Europe, because I've already tested it and it's just wow when you look at it. So take a look now. Alright, so I've matched my tunes to have as close as possible attack speed. My ult has 100%, my main has 95%, so my main is actually 5% faster, but it shouldn't be so much that it's noticeable really. So watch this. As you can see, and I'm spamming that button. I'm doing it as fast as I can here. So I'll do this a few times so you can see it properly, but it's quite revealing, I'd say.